Alright, people, we're going to be trying out
So if
kind of a new camera setup.
If the coffee sucks, it's because it's Seattle's worst.
Seattle's worst coffee? That'd be a great...
Also known as Seattle's best.
That'd be a great brand. Do you know that Starbucks owns Seattle's best?
Do they really?
Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me. Did you also know Starbucks owns everyone's soul?
It's their cheap consumer brand.
It's the McDonald's brand.
We know like Banana Republic owns Gap. It's their Gap. Or no, Gap owns Old Navy, and Old Navy is like they're poorer than people who shop at the Gap line. Mm-hmm. That's what it is for Starbucks. Seattle's best is like for the peasants.
Okay.
At least that's what they told me. That's what their CEO told me.
Alright, so I'm trying. I bought both Hoth packs today. I keep calling these things data packs, but you constantly correct me.
Because of Netrunner, that's why you're calling it.
Yeah. But because there's Adventure Pack for Lord of the Rings.
They're not that. These are
Force packs. What are the
I guess we should say first, in case people don't know, we're gonna be playing Fantasy Flight's Star Wars the card game, which came out middle of last year?
No, this is last December.
Yeah.
Right before Christmas.
So yeah, I'm just playing with core set stuff, just what's in this sort of initial box. In my deck,
we have not probably played this game in 3 months.
No, we haven't played it in a while. You got the bug to go out and buy some Force packs. So
well, they've got the regional tournaments this week.
So you're playing with new stuff. Yeah, regional tournaments are coming up. That's kind of why we decided to sit down and play this. So
I bought both Force packs, and I threw together a light side deck based on these Force packs. And
so are most of your objectives from those packs?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 of my 10 objectives.
That'd be cool because I have not seen those yet. So
I have no idea what to expect of this. This could be a train wreck. It's probably going to be a train wreck. I'm hoping it's a train wreck.
Let's see. This deck is this Empire deck, at least at the time, proved pretty useful for me.
Yeah.
So you draw 4 objectives.
All right.
And then you get to look at them, and then you pick the 3 that you want to go. I'm going to show the viewers at home.
Okay.
What I'm boarding.
Just to warn people, we do not claim to know all the rules, nor are we experts.
No, this isn't tournament
we like to have fun with this. And we hope you guys will have fun sitting in on our little game session here.
This is us trying to refresh our memory.
We actually recorded a game session probably 3 months ago, back in January, and we've had several people correct all of our mistakes that were in that, but that's not the point of this.
The human rule books.
Look,
trolls.
If you're looking for someone to give you cutting edge deck tips,
it's not us. No.
Although I don't know how you're going to get that in this game because I've still yet to figure out really where the in-depth deck design is with this.
All right, so we'll read out loud our objectives as we put them down. But let me see. All right, that card is good. This is good. Okay. I've got my 3 objectives chosen.
Okay, I've got mine as well.
What say you?
So, do I go first or you?
We go drop them one at a time. I don't know. I go first.
All right.
Maybe we'll say I drop mine first.
Okay, you go first.
Who knows? I guess I could look at the rule book, but it would take more time than it's worth. Especially because this whole thing is kind of goofy. This whole each unveiling it. Reconnaissance mission. Limit 1 per objective deck. Your reserve value is increased by 1.
All right, I'm going to play.
Which means my hand is
Sensors are placed while you control more Hoth objectives than your opponent. That opponent must place his first edge card face up. Remember at one point in time we talked about how we should do some different things and just play edge face up all the time.
Yeah, or how edge.
This is before we realized they were starting to release cards that would.
All right, second objective is looking for droids. Tatooine, you may ignore resource match requirements when playing cards from your hand.
Okay. Hoth operations. This is a Hoth objective as well. While you control more Hoth objectives than your opponent, each of your speeder units gains edge 1.
Okay. Kuat. don't know if that's how you say it. That's how
Kuwait.
I don't think it's Kuwait. That's someplace different. Kuwait reinforcements interrupt when you play a vehicle unit. Discard X cards from your hand to reduce its cost by X.
Okay.
To a minimum of 1.
And then preparations for battle. Another Hoth objective. Your shielded units cannot be damaged while the Death Star dial is 4 or lower. Your shielded units gain +1 objective damage while the Death Star dial is 8 or higher.
Okay.
Not bad.
Kind of good for late game. Not beginning game.
I'm gonna bump these up just a little bit so people can see.
Yeah.
I've not been super excited about this
So now you draw
game.
Since my reserves do the objective that takes my reserve up to 1, I draw to 7. You draw to 6.
And I should point out the fact that my dad calls me the other day.
Yeah.
And he's like, I found this box and it's got all these cards in it. Should probably turn these around.
Dude, these cards look so much cooler.
And he's like, are these important? If not, I'll just throw them away. And I was like, do not throw those away. The most disappointing thing about all this, though, is I still have yet to find my 2 actual decks.
So what was this game called?
Star Wars CCG. It was
It was just called Star Wars, but it was the
it was a customizable
CCG
card
sort of
game.
thing.
Yeah.
Just having the movie photos on there, I think, is a big thing for those cards.
Well, the funny thing is,
they still look cool.
There are some things that are actually movie photos, and then there are some things where I found myself watching the movie 100 times just to try to figure out where was that image taken from.
Posed,
yeah, it wasn't actually part.
The fact that they're actual photos, though, I think is cool.
I can't remember if I shuffled my deck, to be honest. I'm just gonna...
You can shuffle it again. For the viewers at home, it's worth noting that these were both in my starting draw.
What's in his hand, guys?
You looked! I forgot you had a screen!
Totally screen looked.
We gotta start over. Not really.
You can take a mulligan if you want.
I'm not mulliganing Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine out of my hands. I'll keep them. They're just gonna die in one hit anyway. Like the heroes seem to do in this game. I didn't show you my real good cards. Darn it, you can't be looking at it. You have to have like a control room with little like poker...
Are you saying we need like an actual producer?
Yeah, we need someone in a separate room.
Earpiece is saying, you shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Alright.
So the force begins in light side's favor, but dark side goes first.
Yes.
And I can't attack on my first turn.
No, but you do take the Death Star dial up 1, I believe.
Yes, so I get to play things. Let me see here. Yeah, the Death Star dial goes up 1 every turn, right?
Yeah.
That's probably stupid to say. Oh yeah, because if the force is in my favor, then it goes again. Then it goes up 2. Alright, so draw, so then I just get to basically put stuff down. So let's see, I've got 4 resources across my objectives, which are not a ton, but let me see. Oh, I guess I should... Okay, I'm playing this. ATST. I'm gonna do this. For my 3. So it is a vehicle walker. After it enters play, I get to draw a card.
Alright.
And then, yeah, it's got a gun and an explosion-y thing, and then it's got a white gun.
Okay.
That's the hard thing with this game. I feel like that's like a vital component to Magic's success. Most people can say, this is a 6/6 monster. And in this game
you just
go,
know what that
this
does.
is a 1 gun, 1 explosion, 1 of the other things, and if you win the edge battle, it's got 2 more explosions.
1 gun,
things.
1 star. I feel like that's the name of a band.
Oh my gosh. Why, whenever we're playing this, do we come up with band names?
I don't know, but that would be a 1 gun, 1 star.
Fighter.
Wait, 1 gun, 1 star. Is that a band name?
I don't.
Or is that like an anime?
It sounds like either of those.
It could be either. Is it a band or an anime? That would be a good game show. Band or anime.
Alright, go. Or anime inspired band.
Okay. So let's see here.
White Fox SG is in the chat.
What's up, Seth? I know he's gonna call me out for not being a loyal Pacer fan because that game that they're getting ready to start.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it either. I didn't even know.
No, I'm hoping this game doesn't last that long.
All right, come on, do something.
All right, so I'm gonna play.
Oh wait, never mind. No, we can't just have my turn end like that. We're forgetting things, remember? So I didn't attack with him, so I'm committing him to the Force.
Oh.
The Force goes into my
Force will
favor,
be with you.
and now it is your turn.
Not always.
That's the part we forgot. You said it'll keep us updated.
Okay, good. 1 gun, 1 star.
Yeah, well, it was Black Squadron Fighter or something last time. That was the band name, the metal band name we came up with. Let's go.
I'm thinking. Okay, this is.
I know. I'm keeping you on
This
your
is
feet.
crucial.
Come on, man. We got Leia on the table. We got Echo Defender on the table.
Okay, so that's 4.
Leia Organa. Just throw these up here closer for the folks at home. Leia, not great. She only costs 2 though. So, what you gonna do?
Okay, so if this unit leaves play, it is captured by your opponent. At any dark side objective of their choice, interrupt when this unit leaves play. Remove all focus tokens on all cards you control. Okay.
Oh, so if I kill it, it gets captured. I capture it. I guess kill her. Excuse me. And then Echo Defender is just 1 focus damage. Just a trooper.
Yeah.
He gains a gun for each Hoth objective you control.
Ooh, that is.
Is this last one Hoth too?
Yeah, all 3 of those.
Now he's a beast.
Okay, question. Black gun or white gun?
Black gun.
So
I don't know.
That's I don't know either.
It's a black picture of the gun, and here the gun is black, which means you have to win for the edge battle. It has to be if you win the edge battle, because if not, that'd be such a good card.
I don't know either. That's not
That's
clear.
the problem with doing weird monochromatic negative stuff.
I honestly don't know. Like, I'm just gonna go with that's a white.
Yeah, I mean, I can look quickly, but I don't know. We haven't really had that come up on very many cards from the core set.
This is probably something like the actual community that's really into this game knows the answer to, because.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone's watching who knows a lot about this game. Okay, so on the text, if it has the parentheses around it, which that one does, it is a white backed one.
Okay.
And white backed ones require.
Do you draw your cards up at the end of your turn?
No, that happens at the beginning.
So you've only got what, 3 cards in your hand?
No, I've got 7.
How do you have 7?
I played 1, and this card let me draw a card. And my reserve is at 1 higher because of this objective. And I didn't play this card. This is just a force card.
Oh, okay.
I only played 1 and let me draw another card.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Played those. What else you doing?
I am going to attack you.
Okay. What are you attacking with?
Both of these.
What objective are you attacking?
Oh, I guess I should declare that.
Oh yeah, because I think you declare objective.
I don't know if it really matters, so I'm going to attack the one that increases your hand size by 1.
Okay, this one?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I will, I guess I will defend. Well, actually, the most you could do is just 1 damage to it. You get 1 bonus damage if you're unopposed. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna go ahead and not defend.
Oh. Well, it changes things. Alright, so you're not going to defend, so nothing happens there. Nothing happens there, and I guess I do 2 damage to it, and that's that. And I have to...
Well, because you would get to do damage and stuff to people participating in the fight, but since nobody is...
Yeah.
You just do 2 damage there.
Okay. And that is the end of my turn, so you can go.
And even if you could dedicate one of them to the Force, but they're exhausted,
yes.
So
I can't. So right, because of that, Death Star Dial goes up 2.
Alright, so my Death Star goes up. These go off. And then I can discard one and draw up if I want. Which I will do. Then, so this is just, I feel like this would just be foolish of me not to do. I'm going to Force Choke.
Oh, man.
Leia Organa.
Okay.
Deals 1 damage to target character, which she is a character and she has 1 life.
So I'm going to play Fall Back. Return target character you control to its owner's hand.
Okay. So she would have just been captured.
Yeah.
And then if you destroyed that objective, you would have gotten a boost.
Depending on what. But
Right.
here's the other cool thing. So when this unit leaves play, remove all focus tokens from all cards you control. So all of these just... they come off. Although I don't know how that... Wow. Like... I just realized a really dumb thing that I could have done last turn.
What?
I could have played this, then played Fall Back, removed all of those,
And put them down.
and
one
played
side.
again. I feel like an idiot now, but that's a really good 1-2
Yeah.
combo.
If that's how it...
That's definitely how it works, but...
Okay.
Oh well. Oh, I
You
should
live and learn.
should probably discard this card somewhere.
Alright, so then it's still my turn. I will, what do I need? Some sweet, sweet resource meat.
Resource meat.
I don't have any of those. Alright, I guess this is what's happening. Invaders advance. Invaders tie advanced. After this unit... Oh, after this unit is focused to strike. Okay, that's not happening yet. Alright, so I'm going to be done putting stuff out. I'm going to attack... with my AT. No, I'll attack with I'll attack with the ATST here, and I'm going to go after your objective. That I'll go after this one. The first
Alright.
card of the edge battle has to be face up one.
Alright, well, I will choose to not... Well, hold on here. Dang. I'm gonna let it go unopposed, so I'll take 3 damage.
I'll take 3.
Yeah, 2 plus the 1 because it's unopposed.
Well, 1
Yeah?
plus the 1.
Oh, wait, I thought you were
I didn't
attacking.
know. I didn't use the ATST.
Okay, so 2.
But wait, after it's focused to strike, discard the top card of your deck. If the discarded card is a unit.
But you're not striking.
Yeah, I am. I'm putting this on to strike that objective. Strike is just attack.
It is, it's not like using
when
this.
when I focus to strike, which is
Okay.
when I'm attacking, I flip it. If it's a unit, the tie advanced gains all printed combat icons on the discarded card until the end of the strike. So you do actually take 3 damage because he gained an additional pistol and an additional explosion from the human
Okay.
replica droid.
Alright.
Here you go. Or wait, I guess I have, well, the force is still on my side.
Okay. So, I'm not going to discard anything. I don't need refresh. So I'm going to draw up.
The token, the Vader thing doesn't go up. I mean, the Death Star dial doesn't go up each person's turn, does it?
No, it only goes up your turn.
Okay, that's what I thought. That'd be a little too good. A few minutes ago, White Fox said
Heavy.
11:40 left in the second. New York 29, Indy 20. So they're losing it. All right, so what'd you do?
Not surprised.
What'd you put down?
Heavy blaster emplacement. Enhance. Focus this enhancement to deal 1 damage to a unit you control.
Okay. You mean that I control?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 enemy unit. That's a good card. I remember using that card. I think that card is just from... Is that just from the core set? I feel like it is.
I'm gonna put first marker on.
Okay. What does that do?
Enhance Hoth objective. Enhanced objective cannot be damaged by vehicle units.
Okay. What are we good to put on there? Before that...
Well, it's a game changer now. And...
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all these Hoth cards play out. The thing that I've noticed so far is it seems very advantageous to play with all Hoth cards. Which is kind of weird. Like, it seems like it's kind of like, buy these 2 data packs and just play with those.
Okay, so I'm going to play Echo-based Shield Generator. Enhance your play area. This is actually a Hoth location, it says.
Yeah.
Okay, so place 1 damage on this enhancement to place 1 shield token on a target.
Oh, okay.
Unit or Hoth objective. If this enhancement has 3 or more damage on it, return it to your hand. So...
That's cool, so you can keep bringing it up, though. Well, no... Oh, okay, you're just paying for it.
Yeah. And then I can damage that for 1.
Yeah.
To put 1 shield token on this. And then I'm going to have this guy attack this objective.
Oh my god. Alrighty, let's see. He's gonna attack that one. I guess I will defend here with my ATST.
Alright, so we have an edge battle.
Yep.
When you control more Hoth objectives than your opponent, the opponent must place his first card in each edge battle.
The edge battle starts with you since you're the attacker.
Yep. Okay, so
I have to play my first one face up?
Yep. What is this? Just a...
It's not anything. It's a card that I can use, but it's just 2. Done.
Uh-oh.
I pass.
I used everything. I got a feeling I just got screwed.
Dark Alliance and Emperor Palpatine, so 7.
I've got 8.
You did it.
Alright. So I gain 3...
Yeah, you gain 3 guns.
White guns, so I'm going to...
Well, remember, each icon goes off at once, right? Or no, it's each one character goes off at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're shooting the ATST.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the ATST.
So the ATST blows up because it has 3 life.
So this thing here lets me put an exhaustion token,
but only on things participating in the battle.
And since since it's now unopposed, I deal 1 damage to you.
Yeah, because it was unopposed at the end of combat. Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Focus this enhancement to have your...
To deal with damage to an enemy.
Yeah, so I can do that at any time. It doesn't say during battle or combat or anything.
It's just an action, and yeah, so...
So I'm going to deal 1 damage to that.
Okay.
And... That's it. These get discarded.
Now, no one's committed to the Force, so I'm assuming it just stays where it was?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, because at the end of my... No, how it works is at the end of my turn, then we have a new Force balance phase. And I can't... I can't...
Take it.
Yeah, if it's a tie, the person that had it, I think, wins. I think it stays in your favor if it's a tie, because it's considered a tie now. I'm going to have to kill that.
Yeah, it remains as it is in the event of a tie. Alright, my turn? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Refresh my cards. I can discard 1 if I want, but I won't. And I get to draw back up to 7. Alright, let's see here. Really great if I could find something that would give me resources. Alright, here we go. Control room. Resource. Actually, I'll put it up here on this one. Control room. Enhance your play area. limited. I can't play more than one of them. It just gives me 2 resources, basically. Oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's see. What do I want to put out here? Alright, I'll play Viper Droid.
Viper
Probe Droid. I can play this unit from your discard pile as if it was from my hand.
I just realized that camera's totally blocking your face.
My head is the camera now. That is the new order. Alright, so I guess that's what I'm doing.
Alright.
Let's see, all your dudes are exhausted, so I might as well attack. Gonna attack Mr. Viper Probe Droid at this objective.
Is that a vehicle? Oh, no, it's a droid.
It is a droid.
Dang it. Alright.
Focusing to strike him. Because you don't have anyone to defend.
Nope, so I'm going to take 2.
Take 2. One because of the droid and one because you're unopposed.
Alright. So I guess you get that.
Yeah, this goes up. Oh wait, actually this should have gone up 2 at the beginning of my turn to 5. Then it goes up 1 because I have destroyed 1 objective.
Gosh, this doesn't look good for me already.
Then I'm going to commit Vader's TIE Advanced to the Force. Then I will be finished.
All right.
The Force stays in my favor.
So refresh, flip the top objective over. They're on Dantooine. Is Dantooine decoy? When this objective you control leaves play, decrease the Death Star dial by 1.
When it leaves play?
Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's get rid of all those.
Alright, so...
Oh, I gotta remove that shield token also. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna play...
Battlefield Engineers.
Actually, I'm not gonna play that, because that's not an enhancement.
No, that's a person.
This is weird. It says enhance your play area.
That just means that it counts as an enhancement.
That does count as an enhancement? Okay, so this thing says after this unit is declared as an attacker, remove 1 force token from target enhancement you control.
That's my understanding. It's enhancing something, therefore it would be an enhancement.
That's my understanding as well. Alright, so I've got 2.
So Battlefield Engineers, they just have 1 gun, 2 life. Snow Speeder.
Alright.
2 life, or I mean 1 life, 1 objective damage, and 1.
I'm going to deal 1 damage to that.
Okay. Takes 2.
I'm also going to deal 2 damage to this.
How do you win?
I destroy 3 objectives.
3 of my objectives?
To put 2 shield tokens out.
If it has 3 or more, it goes back to your hand?
Yes. So I'm going to put 1 on here and there.
Okay.
So that
1 on the Snow Speeder and 1 on the Battlefield Engineer.
So that goes back to my hand. And I will have these 3 guys attack this objective. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. I still have to play the first... No, I destroyed that, right? I have to play the first edge battle face up.
Yeah, you destroyed that
so
one.
I don't have to do that anymore. Awesome. Alrighty, defending with ties. Vader's
All
tie
right.
advanced. So remember, the way this would work, so then we do edge battle.
Mm-hmm.
Then the person who wins gets to pick the first unit and who it does its damage. And then, you pick. So if I won, I would pick this.
Mm-hmm.
I do its damage. Then you pick one.
Yeah.
Then you pick the next one. Then you pick the next one.
So this thing does what?
It has. When I focus it to strike. So when I say, okay, this is attacking, I put the token on it. I flip this, and if it's a unit, it gets all of its icon.
Okay.
So all right, edge battle.
I go first.
I just always feel like I should just dump my whole hand. I'm just gonna be done, I guess.
Alright. Do you have any crazy...
Heat of the battle, deal 1 damage to a target participating enemy unit.
Okay.
That will be this. Oh, I guess they just have shields.
Yeah, I removed the shield.
I'll put it from the snow speeder.
Okay. So what is your total?
That. So I've got I dropped my Darth Vader, so I've got 9.
I have 9 too. I think
Defender wins, but let me look.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Let us look.
Well, I think you're right.
I mean, that's normally the way that it goes. Force battle. Yeah, I just want to double check because it's been so long. All right, edge battle.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? +1 edge. Because when you control more Hoth objectives than your opponent, each of your speeders gains edge 1. So I'm 10. But we still should look this up. That's a speeder.
Okay, so that's an example of a card that if you have bought the packs, you are at an advantage.
Well, I mean, I built my deck around that. But
I mean, I don't have any Hoth objectives. And since I have the core set, I couldn't.
Well,
I know that's
couldn't.
kind of the nature of these things.
Yeah, that is. But
it is basically pay to win. That's the nature of all these stupid card games. But that's kind of not supposed to be the
pay for strategy. I think you're very much winning this game right now. By the way, I'm just gonna throw that out.
Yeah, but if you bought every card, you could. If you had every pack, you could construct a deck that would.
Okay.
More consistently.
You still should look up what a tie is because
I think it's defenders. Alright, so we did the fate cards. The player with the higher total wins the edge battle and has the edge. Yeah, ties go to a defending player. I don't understand how your cards are all worth so much.
What do you mean by worth so much?
I dropped like a massive I dropped Darth
How many
Vader.
cards did you drop? Because I used 1, 2,
4.
3, 4, 5. I used 5.
But one of mine was Darth Vader.
This one was 3. That was what helped me a lot.
Is it Darth Vader?
No, it's not Darth
No,
Vader,
it's not.
but it's 3. That helped me a lot. Okay, so I get to go first.
Yeah.
So I will attack
So you pick your first person to go.
this guy. I'll attack for 1 and hit that.
Alright.
And then I get to remove this as well.
That dude's dead.
So I get to do 2
So you have
damage.
Why do you get to remove that?
Because this says...
First of all, you put your focus on after this is declared as after it's declared as an attacker. Okay, you would have been able to do that earlier.
So anyways, now because I deal 1 for this, and then 1 because it's unopposed, so 2 damage to that.
Alright, so...
And so then
goes away.
these other 2 guys get things on them.
I find the edge battle consistently frustrating in this game.
Well, I just... I haven't played this enough.
It's always we just dump our hand.
I think is what it comes down to there. I haven't played this enough. Like, here, what I should have done is not even use this guy.
Well, yeah.
And then now I could commit him to the Force, and then I would get the edge back.
Alright, okay. My turn.
Yeah, so this goes up 2. But see, that's...
So, okay. Yeah, it goes up 2
This
because you
is
didn't have anyone to
grim for me because it's already at 8.
Alright, so I'm drawing back up to my reserve. Okay. Let's see what I have. Oh, my objective flips. Steve Spikes in the chat said, I think if a unit has edge X, that card has to be participating in the edge battle, not just in play. Oh, wait, no, but this is...
I got a text.
So wait, what is your objective?
It says the wall behind you guys is glorious.
So wait, is this the objective?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. I agree with Sir Steve,
What does he say?
fact checker. That means that you gain 1 edge if you're dropping that speeder card in the edge battle. It's definitely that.
Well, then why does
Maybe
Mon
not,
Mothma? Why does Mon Mothma say?
His thing says though that he always counts towards it. I don't know. Let me double check because that literally changes that entire thing. And we need a rule calling.
Where's my stupid Mon Mothma? I'm gonna have to reshuffle that whole deck because I just looked through it.
So the 1 is in a parenthesis. I don't know if that makes any difference.
So this is what's confusing. See this? Read her text.
Yeah, edge 1. While this unit is participating in an engagement. No, yeah, then I guess because the 1 is in parentheses.
It's the
on
same
here, too.
icon.
Yeah, so I guess I would think that if they're participating in the engagement.
I don't think that would have also to calm your fears. I don't think that would have. I would have played this instead of that if I had known that. Because
Well, yeah,
when I was
I was trying to take advantage of your lack of knowing.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it seems like it's that way. Because yeah, it is.
That might not be the case, but I mean,
it's similar to the other card, and on that card it expressly says while they're engaged, while they're in the engagement, but not actually being used. And,
Yeah.
Okay. So, sorry. Anyway, it's my turn.
So
I get to flip a new objective.
we were basing
Death and despair.
We were basing our conclusion off the text of Mon Mothma. Just for anyone that's following at home.
Yeah, I mean there might be something different in the rulebook, but that seems pretty confusing to say edge parentheses 1, and then say while in the engagement
and give a
it counts as
definition.
an extra 1 towards the edge battle, and then to say, well, that isn't the rule. That's the golden rule.
That's kind of like
card text always.
Yes, because that's kind of like how other card games work. Like Magic: The Gathering will have first strike, and then some cards will have first strike, and then it'll give you in parentheses like what does first strike actually mean. So.
All right, so let's see. So I'm going to play Tie Advanced. I'm going to play...
This is too little too late on my part.
Black Squadron Pilot.
I've missed two major... I made two major mistakes.
In here, he's going to go into the Tie Advance, so he gives it an extra gun and an extra...
One gun,
blast.
1 star.
But the gun and star that always work, not the gun
Yeah.
and star that require other things. Then...
No, I've mismanaged my cards poorly.
Gonna do defense
and that's
upgrade.
what's going to cost me.
So defense upgrade lets me enhance an objective, and it gives it +3. So I'm doing this one. +3 basically life to be destroyed. Then I am going to attack with my Tie Advanced here.
Okay.
And let me see. And the Viper Probe droid.
Which one?
I don't know, what do they do?
Okay,
this one makes the dial go down by 1,
yes.
right?
This one makes all of my speeders have edge 1.
Yeah.
And then this one is, since Death Star is now 8, your shielded units gain 1 black star while the Death Star dial is 8 or higher.
Oh, so units that say shielded on them?
Yeah.
Or does that mean the ones that have a shield on them?
Ones that have a shield on them,
Okay.
I believe.
Alright, I'll go for the speeder one.
Okay.
Yes.
So it'll be unopposed. I won't be able to do anything.
So 1 damage, and then this guy does 2 more damage, and then after this unit survives an unopposed engagement as an attacker, deal 1 damage to the engaged objective, and then because he's unopposed, it does 1 damage, so it's 5.
Wait,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Popped it.
So now it goes up 2 more.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I'm at 10.
Yep. I've got to
Getting close.
win it by this next game. That's it, right? You're done. I got to win by this next turn.
Did I put the dial up at the beginning of that turn? Or you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you grabbed it. Oh yeah, so it's your go.
All right, I got the same objective that you just destroyed.
Oh, great. Just what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, I found this to be a pretty decent deck. This was kind of my first attempt at deck building in this, and it's just all core set, but it seems to be pretty good at getting quick strikes, but might have something to do with you and I's playstyle as well. Since I feel like we tend to go all in more than more advanced players might.
We don't play enough. We're we said, we're very casual. So that's to Echo Base. Enhance your play area. Each of your Hoth objectives gains damage +1. You're considered to control 1 additional Hoth objective.
God. It seems like if you're playing with those, you should play with only those.
Yeah.
Right?
I put as many Hoth objectives in my deck.
Like it's buy the 2 or 3 whatever force packs they're releasing that are Hoth and just make decks out of that.
Okay.
Because then that means that like this dude now has 4 guns on him. It means that this Echo Defender guy could, if you win the force battle, he could kill any character I think in the game, other than like the Star Destroyer.
So this will be interesting. Let me look here at some of my things.
Do your worst.
All right. Have we ever come? Okay, so
Can I participate in an edge battle if I don't have anyone defending? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. But do I win? Do I get those if it's undefended?
It's my understanding that you do.
That's what I thought.
That
too.
wouldn't make sense if you don't. It would be like you automatically win, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know if I can still say like can I still play it out? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, could you still be like, well, I still want to drop stuff because I want to try to have you lose it? Let me look real quick. I'm assuming that's probably not the case.
Okay, so I'm going to enhance this to deal 1 damage to...
Yeah, a player must control at least 1 participating unit to place cards in the edge battle.
I'm going
If the defending player contains
blow
no
up your
defending units,
probe droid.
the attacking player automatically wins the edge battle.
Okay, so I'm going to blow up your probe droid.
You still have the option to place cards into the edge battle if you desire them.
I do?
Yes.
But not you.
But not me. Okay. Probe droid is dead.
Okay.
Rest in peace, probe droid.
Alright, so...
Luckily, he can be played from my discard as if he is in my hand. Like a true junk droid.
I'm going to attack. What does this one do again?
I'm going to ubtack it. It just gives me 2 resources. This one has 8 life because of the defense upgrade. That one lets me just play cards without having to worry about resource matching. Which I don't know if you've been doing.
Yeah, everything
well, I guess
is...
these guys don't have
They're either
faction
neutral or yeah, everything is
okay.
neutral or the Rebel pilot, Rebel Alliance. I'm gonna hit.
Kuat reinforcements.
Yeah, that one. Okay, so I'm gonna attack it with this guy, Wilderness Fighters. This unit gains 1 gun for each Hoth objective you control.
So can't do anything.
So it's 3.
Alright, so you focus him.
Yes.
Take 3 damage. Okay.
And then I will do the same thing
You
with...
can't attack the same objective again.
You can't?
Nope. You could attack each of my objectives once per turn, but you can't go, okay, unopposed get bonus damage, unopposed get bonus damage.
So if that's
I
the
wouldn't put it
case,
past you as a dirty player to do it, but as a dirty
then I
rebel,
will.
it doesn't matter. Objective.
So I'm gonna have attack this one as
Alright,
well.
so just 2.
Yeah.
1 because I'm unopposed, 1 because of that. Okay.
And then I will commit this guy to the Force.
Battlefield engineers. We all remember them from the movies.
Yes.
Known for their force. Known for their dedication to the force.
And then no. So we have the Force struggle, and because now I control.
Yeah, it flips over to you.
Everything. It flips over to me.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
All right, so 1 comes off of each of these. And the way these work, I don't know if you remember. So because I put 2 focus tokens on that, and I only took off 1 this time,
you can't use it.
That means that I still can't. Yeah, you can't use it until it's totally refreshed again. All right, so I could discard a card, but I won't. I'm gonna drop 7. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Zach, yeah! Oh yeah! Death Star Dial goes up to 11. And
this
guess
amp goes
what?
to 11. You have something that's like
do 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 boo boo. You're gonna remember this card because you used to love it.
And by love it, you mean hate it.
And by love it, I mean Super Laser Blast. Destroy an objective.
Oh my
Kaboom.
gosh!
Or what? No, not that one. Kaboom. It actually doesn't matter because I would raise my thing 3.
Yeah.
And that raises 3, and it goes
That's
to 14, and I win.
I think I could have had a
Super
shot
Laser Blast. I feel like Super Laser Blast has won me like
so many games.
Yeah. So if you're anyone who isn't familiar with this wonderful card, you pay 4. You can play it only during your turn. It's just an action card. Destroy target objective. It's
That's
beautiful.
so good.
So good.
I'm mismanaged.
Even if you had like
early
this,
on,
even if you had this defense
so
upgrade,
many things.
if you had a card that made gave your thing like 8 life, I'd be like, it's dead.
If I had my first turn to do all over
I
again,
shot it with a laser from the Death Star.
I would have had this 1-2 combo, and that would have been awesome.
Could have helped you a little.
I know. I mean, like, what are the chances of getting that in your opening hand?
Could have helped you, yeah.
Bam.
It would have been
Put
a good
everything
first
out.
turn.
Yeah.
You would have definitely ended up with a few more damage on objectives.
There was also another major screw up I had earlier. What was it? Oh yeah, I committed him to a fight that I didn't need to commit him to, and then I could have got him back to the Force, which would have gotten me another turn or 2.
Well, I went all the way to 14 that time, so that
That's
would have
true.
saved you from an additional turn's worth of it going up 2 instead of 1.
But if I get if I have the Force in my favor, I can damage an objective, so that also would have changed some things.
So White Fox SG, in the chat asks if there are any counters to Super Laser Blast, and I believe there are, but it's just general event card counters. Like you would have to have a card that says like cancel that event card or
not. I don't think there's anything that specifically is like.
No, it's not stops Super Laser Blast.
It's
Adamantium
like,
wall.
Yeah,
it's not that. But it's like
power drain. You forgot to pay the power bill.
Well, I don't know, but I believe there are cards.
There are cards that cancel event cards. Yeah, but
so it would have to be one of those.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty nice card.
That'd be funny in the grand scheme of things. Trying to imagine.
What, can you have up to 3 of one card in a deck? Do you remember we talked about this? Like we talked about how I should, because I like to play like direct damage.
You can have up to 2.
Okay.
Because you can have 2 of every objective.
Because I like to go like direct damage.
Beat down decks.
The Star Wars version of direct damage in Magic. Because we said I should buy another core set, because if I bought another core set, then I could have 2 Force Chokes, 2 Force Lightnings, 2 Super Laser Blasts. Because remember, I killed like someone's Han Solo with Force Choke, and the next turn I Force Choked somebody else and killed them?
That's a good way to go.
But yeah, I remember it was a drive-by force lightning.
Drive-by force lightning.
I remember that now.
All right.
Halftime, the Pacers game?
Yeah.
New York 47, Indiana 40.
All right. Ooh. 5-point game.
The answer to why the universe.
They're a second half team. I'm feeling good about this. I'm going to have to flip that on here in a second.
Look at this, by the way. I was so sad we didn't get another edge battle.
Oh my god. That's why you were asking. Can I just participate?
Yeah, I was like, can I just play them? I was like, I got a handful of these things.
That's awesome. Well, this deck I threw together in 30 seconds. I haven't even really looked at it all that much, but... Alright, I think that's going to do it.
You don't want to play again when you're done?
I do.
Crushing humiliation?
I want to watch that Pacer game.
Steve is speaking out in the chat against my hate of the Rebels. My downplaying them. He said the Rebels could always destroy the Death Star. At least that's how I read it in my head. I read it as him responding to me saying, how do you think you could compete against the Death Star?
Well, I mean, that would be a very Imperial mindset.
He didn't have anyone very forcey, though.
Well, you and Grand Moff Tarkin have a lot in common. I mean, if you went up to Grand Moff Tarkin, which they did, and was like, there's a chance this thing could blow up in your face.
But I'll take that chance. That's a chance worth taking.
So far, you win more than you lose. Riding on the Death Star super laser.
Yes, White Fox says, try playing the deck again or play... He's talking about the deck. Try playing that deck again or play it at the store where someone could be on hand to provide pointers. He's already abandoned the idea that either of us could be giving pointers.
Yeah,
which I like.
Well, we
that's
had...
Good. That's good.
Full disclosure at the very beginning. You should not be watching this.
Glad you guys tuned into our Star Wars card game.
You should be watching this.
Hour.
You should be watching this just because you want to be quasi-entertained.
You are thinking about participating though in Saturday's local. Well, it's the national regionals, but it's when our.
I'm gonna go and lose in the first round, but I want to go.
Probably. Do you know anything about the tournament other than that?
I'm afraid I'm gonna show up and be like,
is it like a 3-round tournament?
You can't use that card in the tournament.
Did you read the errata?
Did you know that the Search for Skywalker is not allowed in the tournament?
Sorry, actually, they canceled that Force Pack as soon as it was released. It's a shame you opened it because it's a collector's item.
Yeah. This is standard edition. We don't allow Force Packs.
Oh, sorry.
What about data packs?
Netrunner cards?
Cross
That's
expansion.
A game we should have
Cross
played.
universe. How long would it
fun.
take? Let's play one. Do you want to play one more?
If you want. It's 8:15. I don't know about your schedule.
Shoot, I actually don't think I have time to play one more. I gotta get ready for work, so I'm gonna kill the stream. But
stupid work. Well, thanks.
It gets in the way of life.
People who hung out with us and chatted. Hopefully, you got something out of it.
All right, see you guys.
I got a great win. Don't click it off yet. Remember.